Once, in a remote and serene village, there lived a warrior monk named Tenzin. He was known not for his strength, but for his unmatched control over his mind. His presence radiated calmness, yet the tales of his inner battles bade even the bravest shudder with fear. Years ago, Tenzin had not been the man of peace he was now. He was a skilled fighter, driven by rage and revenge. His heart burned with hatred for a beast that terrorized the land, a demon known as the Shadow Serpent. It lurked in the mountains unseen, feeding on the fear and darkness in people's hearts. Many warriors had sought to defeat it, but none returned. Each man who entered the mountain either perished or returned maddened by fear, their minds consumed by the beast. Tenzin, filled with anger and a thirst for glory, set out to confront the Shadow Serpent. Armed with a sword and a heart hardened by vengeance, he journeyed to the cursed mountain. As he ascended, he could feel the air grow thick with dread. The wind whispered warnings, and the shadows moved like predators. But Tenzin pressed on. At the mountain's peak, he finally faced the Shadow Serpent. Its eyes gleamed like fire, its body coiled in darkness. It spoke, but not with words. It whispered into Tenzin's mind, feeding him his deepest fears, his darkest doubts. The warrior's heart raced. His mind screamed for him to flee, but he stood still, his grip on his sword tightening. "You cannot kill me," the serpent hissed, "for I am born of your fear. I am the chaos within you. Strike me down, and I will only return stronger." Tenzin raised his sword, but his hand trembled. His mind was a storm of voices, fear, anger, doubt, all pulling him in different directions. In that moment of chaos, he realized the truth. The beast before him was not his enemy. The real battle was within. He sheathed his sword. The Shadow Serpent lunged at him, but Tenzin did not flinch. Instead, he closed his eyes, silencing the noise in his mind. He focused on his breath, steady and slow. The voices faded, the fear subsided, and the darkness lifted. The serpent recoiled, weakened by the monk's inner calm. "I am in control," Tenzin whispered. With his mind clear, the serpent dissolved into the air, nothing more than a fleeting shadow. The mountain was silent once more. From that day on, Tenzin became a master of the mind. He taught others that the greatest enemy was not outside, but within. To defeat fear, one must not run or fight, but master their thoughts. "Control your mind," he would say, "or it will control you." But the memory of the Shadow Serpent lingered, a reminder that fear is always waiting, ready to consume those who let it in.